guys, and welcome back to Try Me Through Revolution of Your Mind and Energy. And as you see, I'm wearing a red color, and there is a red flowers or pinkish next to me. And I have this red color for you because today we're gonna talk about the psychology of red color, the meaning of the red color. So I have quite an observation about the red color, and there is different theories behind it, different meanings, and I'm gonna talk about this thing uh, and some of my observation about the red color in general. So usually red color is immediately related to emotion, love, romance, uh, beauty. For some reason, people relate that to romantic, positive emotions. If somebody give you red colors, it's like for love, it's for attraction, and so on. There are different researches. So I'm gonna talk about the shoes first. Wearing red shoes normally in general is associated with loss, luck, love, passion, magic, strong positive emotion. The lipstick, sensuality, femininity. Red is a feminine color, is related to feminine energy. Uh, Red hair immediately get connected to confidence, successful. Red nails again, confident, power, certain status. Red is the color of high society, if you want to call it like that. But as is related to all those positive things, it's related to strong emotion, and as much as it have positive associations, it also triggers some very, very strong emotions as anger, danger, violence, abuse. So, effect on people. Normally, if you go to places where they wanna impress you or influence you or give you certain ideas, it can affect your brain in a certain ways. Um, and usually positive associations are strength, romance, in love, or heartbroken, or romantic gestures. Anything that is in red, or if you, I'm just having in my head some romantic pictures of the picnic where the red would be always there. The number two effect that gives on people, I would call this somewhat positive, will be a positive emotions, stand out, dominant, confidence. Um, and here, why I say power, you can immediately subconsciously connect a red carpet, a red car, a red clothes, luxury, for example, Ferrari or Louboutin shoes, which represent status. Louboutin shoes represent a status. They are not just the shoes that have a red heels, but they have additional meaning. Of course, passion, love, interest, emotions, winner, and so on. Of course, we said confidence. Believe in someone's abilities, believe in your quality. Red is always and has always been used as a royal color. You could see red and gold in the castles, in the interior design. French royalty, European royalty, you could see that color as extremely raffinate, extremely particular color. And of course, the confidence with red color. And then we have danger. The red color could be danger. They find out that the red stimulate the brain and make people react faster. and increase the level of adrenaline in your body, believe it or not. Cultural, different cultures and a red color. For example, in China, is the color of luck, and the brides wear red for good luck, for love, you know. Um, I noticed also in south of Italy, in Napoli, if you go there, you would see these amulets or lucks that have a red in it, with red peppers. That would also be like a good luck thing. In India, this is the color of the purity, red and orange, or the purity and devotion. I could tell you, in Eastern Europe, red colors, red bracelets, everything that have red is to remove the bad luck, the bad eye, the bad energy, the evil. So red is good. In Russian also is considered the color of beauty. That's why they make red cheeks, and a lot of Russian girls wear pink lipsticks. I'm gonna talk about the emotions a little bit. Let me see if I missed about the color itself. Also, I gotta say something funny. There was a period in history where the red was the cheapest color paint, and that's why people would use it. Also, it's one of the first color that people were able artificially to create and extract, and there is different methodics that they extract the color from plants and so on, and it was cheaper color, and that's why it was used in many occasions, because the paint didn't cost much money. I just have a little notes, but I haven't organized them. I will talk about my opinion of red color and my analytics on the red color and people that wear a red color. Something interesting is the first color that the baby can see, and is the first color that vanishes with sunset and with sunrise, if you don't know. And this is why it's the best time to do photography, because the photos look more winery, more positive. Also, they have been find out that red color is irritant, in a way that if you give to a student's red paper, that would affect their results negatively compared to students that have normal paper. And also red pen is associated with mistakes, errors, or corrections, something negative. It's a negative feedback. And now I would like to talk about red color on your face, specifically on a guy face, or there are different combination of body language that you should read when you see a red color, because red, it doesn't necessarily mean confidence. It could mean another things, and you can understand the combination of redness with other body language to pick the meaning of the color or the expression or the emotion that is behind. So they associated red with danger, but let's say facial expression. If a person get red, it could mean that they get embarrassed, or they feel extremely uncomfortable, or extremely pleased. And usually you can read that by seeing the facial expression, and particularly the eyes and the mouth corners. So if somebody is angry, their mouth will be tight and stiff, and the expression will be specific with hand gesture, including, I noticed this in many cultures, the hand gesture, they will come involuntary if somebody is angry, and will be the next flag to aggression. So if somebody feel embarrassed or discomfort or shy, they would probably look down, or on the side, slightly down look. That wouldn't be aggression. that would be embarrassing and discomfort or something like that. If the person face is red, uh, and this mean anger, how you gonna recognize? There would be this stillness in the person's eyes. And normally the anger as an emotion will come with another body language, something like a slight movement, even if a person try to control themselves, like they may hold to something firmly or stare into something, or of course people that doesn't control that, that would be connected with angry expression or cursing or something like that. uh, this expression right here as well in the middle of the eye would mean that they are very angry at you. And anger also comes with desire to control you and intimidate you. But I noticed that often person that get red and irritated and angry in this way, uh, it's express if it's going for longer period of time, express irritation of not successful controlling you. So sometimes people get very irritated, and this is all these things that I mentioned physically happen in their body because they're strongly irritated because they were not successful in controlling your emotions, in controlling the way you did something, and controlling just in general desire to control, you know, as a body form that could be desire to control. And also after this irritation or phase there is aggression. And aggression, this is very small fractures of a second that you can follow those sequence of changes in somebody body language and facial expression and colors or on their screen. Aggression is usually the last reaction or the last, it doesn't mean that have to long last to get to aggression, but often is the last impulse, because this is the natural impulse to react and respond or something. The aggression is the last way of trying to get to something. Talking about physical aggression, and usually is uh, related to several small symptoms, and that would be slight stare in the eyes, and then would be the physical push, that would be the jump, and normally the aggression comes with the adrenaline release physically in the body, and this is where the change of flash is coming, because this adrenaline release in your organism is related to your survival system, and usually people that have the adrenaline release as extra hormone, this increase the blood flow, and this is why they get a little bit red. And if this is a huge amount of anger that you can't control, usually it's like very strong redness and the aggression. uh, the impulses come with slightly mimics of changing of the mouth of the lips. Usually aggression is not smiley but is tight lips, it's shouting, it's tense mouth, it's tense eyes. There is no look down, the look is up, or look is focus, is like this glass look right before people attack someone extremely aggressively. They would have this exactly, I call this a glass look in the eyes, glare in the eyes, black eye if you want to call it. That would be when the level of adrenaline is so high that it blocks all the logical thoughts, and this animal instinct, for example, to kill or to destroy or to damage, is plugged into their animal survival system. And this is where you could see the glaze of this black eye or non-emotional expression in the face. This is when it's really, really dangerous to be around people like that. So aggression, sometimes people try to control that, of course. In sociopath, psychopath, this is not possible, but you could read those little signs, including crossed hands, crossed legs, some other gestures, the desire to control and hide what somebody feels, could be squeezing into something, again with the hands, tidying into something, holding something very tightly, putting the hands on the hips could be another position of domination. But usually those several things that I mentioned, or moving something with fast, like playing with the keys, like throwing them from one hand to another, bumping a ball, it could be different little gestures that are done with intensity. And normally this intensity is a try or attempt to control sometimes this extreme anger, which normally is not successful. But by the intensity, you can understand that somebody is not very able to control themselves emotionally and control their body. Let's call it like that, because they get blacked out because of mentally unhealthy, um, mental problems. Let's call it like that. And that's why they call it red flags. You know, this is some red flags that I just give you to body languages, to people that get red, that get upset like that. Body reaction. I mentioned this a little bit. Body reaction, it says speed your heart rate. Yes. Increase the blood flow, increase the temperature. You're more sensitive. That's correct. Adrenaline gland release adrenaline, and this is you get more action, more activated, and that stimulates you physically. And that's why for people that are slow, as they call it, phlegmatics, they psychologically recommend to use the red color. It's as a stimulant. Another interesting thing is the chakra. It's called Muladara Chakra. Muladara is from Sanskrit, and it's called the root chakra, or the chakra that is in the base of the spinal cord, and it helps you stay grounded and connect to the universal energy. There is so much books that you can read about being grounded, and I believe the reason why Muladara Chakra is red is because in order to be in balance, you have to be able to control these emotional impulses, physical, chemical, and psychological, that can happen when your body releases certain hormones. Stones, rubin. Of course, you know rubin and garnet. I like rubin stones. If you want to give me a ring, I would love it. With red, I don't have any, as you can see. Okay, what about if red is your favorite color? That was very interesting. I agree with part of that. It's interesting. I agree with some of it. Extroverted personality, optimistic, courage, confident, active. Need to be in control. I mentioned that. Determine when want something, get easily bored, and want all and now. Lack of patience. I definitely can see that. Strong survival instinct. That's why people that love red colors are usually also aggressive. They want to be center of attention, competitive, ambitious, impulsive, not patient, and want everything now. They're not able to work on getting things. Easy to get angry, easy to trigger, violent, not spiritual, or if they're spiritual, that would be in some active way, like, I don't know, singing or doing something or fixing something. Let me see. Competition. I can see that they're competitive. I can agree somewhat with people like that. Really, really attention seekers. Wearing a red color, attention seeker, yes. Instinct. Color of attraction, creative. Brands. Let's talk a little bit about brands, because this is very interesting with brands. Toyota, you know Toyota, you know Coca-Cola. I want to talk Ferrari. Ferrari is the most famous car on earth. I think if you go to the most wild village in Eastern Europe and to any other place on earth, and you say Ferrari, people will know exactly what you're talking about. A red carpet exclusivity, McDonald's. Again, McDonald's, as you can see, it's another association with something familiar. I think what I notice with people that I like, let's say women's that taint their color red, and I observed this in Eastern Europe, in different countries. I gotta tell you, I would say Russian, Ukrainian, Albania, Romania, Italy. I have seen in Spain, I don't know, Sardinia, Napoli. I noticed that people that usually tint their hair red are women that are not very satisfied in their romantic relationship life. Very rarely, I would say 1 in a billion, you can find a person who is satisfied in their personal life that is not single, that have a red hair. Usually women that have a red hair in those countries are people that are single, or they're suffering and they're struggling, going through divorce, having abusive partner, just having a bad relationship experiences all together accumulated. And normally these people, let's say south of Italy, I met several people that tinted, young people that have the red hair. Indefinite personality, yes. Attention seeking, yes. Insecure. Normally, a lot of people psychologically think, oh, if somebody wears red, if they wear red color, this means they're rock, they're confident. But a lot of people subconsciously tint their hair red when they lack of attention, when they lack of confidence, when they lack of understanding, when they lack of intimacy with a male partner or a female partner, if you want to, when there is some kind of a lack in a romantic relationship life. I don't know why is that. I just noticed that correlationship with people that use red color. In business field, I noticed that red, it's not something. I was working as a business to business in trade fair as a moderator and interpreter. We were not allowed to wear red color, of course not. And I will tell you, I haven't seen high society, the governments or the people that represent the government, to wear red. I haven't noticed that. I don't know. But I notice details in red. Extremely high society, they would afford to have a small red something on the handkerchief, on the costume, or it would be a ornament on the tie. It would be something very small. Usually red is for leaders, but usually that's not a color that will be used in that high society. And I think the reason why is because it's screaming, and I got trained what kind of colors to use in order not to intimidate and look way up front compared to the people that I was interpreting for. And red was not in my list. I could not wear red lipstick. I was obliged to wear neutral tones and very little makeup, like exactly like right now. Very, very slight, nothing much. Of course, I had to wear cloak to be on time, but I don't think red is something you could see in these business to business international negotiations. Red, instead, I see in the very rich people interior design as a luxury way of expressing that they can afford something. A red, you could see different red items, red sofas, even dark red leather or something like that. That's something you could see. But as a cloth, no. On cocktails, yes, and on gala, yes, and normally is the color of the ladies. Males that wear red are a little bit weird, you gotta tell, because this is a female color, this is a feminine color, so it's not a color that a man can wear, or you could see a lot of men wearing. Usually, if a male wear a red underwear, I know this can sound, this is a symbol or expression, and this comes subconsciously with their confidence. It could mean confidence in their sexual performance, or just in their sexual preferences, or anything related to their sexuality. The red underwear, it's a symbol of confidence, and a lot of, or some of the men that use this color, they do it subconsciously, they don't relate that. But usually males that use the red underwear would be confident in their performances, in intimacy with ladies, with partners, strictly confident, I gotta tell you. um, Also ladies, I could say the same thing about ladies, although I think women's tend to use colors that males like a lot, which is black. Black is the number one, considered the most sexiest color on earth. And red, of course, is considered color of seduction. So if a lady wear red underwear, is because she would like to seduce her partner. The same thing with shoes. When you feel seductive, or you feel beautiful, or you feel powerful, you wear those colors that scream. And I have a red shoes, and every time I wear them, everybody's all over me. They're like, oh my goodness, males and females, they're like, I love your shoes. And those are not expensive shoes. They were $25 shoes, but just it's red, exactly like my dress. The color itself, it scream confidence, it scream attraction, it scream some kind of, I feel beautiful, I feel sexy, I am confident. I am a confident person, yes, but I will tell you, I don't wear red every day. I don't fully red myself. I just dress red right now for this video. I do have moments that I like to wear dress that is red, or wear something with red shoes, because I think it's beautiful. But there is moments that you can wear it, and there is, for example, to concert or something. I wouldn't wear red going to pick up a cup of coffee on Starbucks, for example, or something like that. So if people use red color like a daily color, this could also mean that they are insecure. Very strange to the general meaning of the color. If somebody necessarily needs to scream the red out, this is desire to get attention, to seek attention, to be in the center, neediness in a lot of cases. I just have in mind a person that I met. He's a male, and he said his favorite color is red. And later on, I discovered this person was it's still extremely needy and unable to consider other people needs, other people interest. It's his reality was all about him. That was very interesting for me to share my impressions about the red color, red itself, what they talk about, and also talking about the red. I will say something about temperament, or women that have those tendencies or attraction towards red and constantly wanna be red, red, red. They have this temperament, or angry, out of control characters. I could say similar for men as well, but is a color of people that are a little bit on the edge, out of control, as I said, needy, and so on. Having a small something with red always look classy. Of course, it looks beautiful. Some airlines use the red lipsticks, like Amirat Airlines. I just remember seeing a picture of it. Red is a beautiful color, and yes, it's a feminine color. And yes, if you want to get a male's attention, you can wear a red dress, red shoes, a red lipstick. Usually for me, if I wear a red lipstick, that would be on the first date, because I don't want guys to kiss me. And that's a trick that we ladies use. Although guys find it attractive, there are very few that will risk getting it all over their face and or shirt or something like that. So red is also a color of stop. As an exclusivity, it have other intrinsic ways that we females use to communicate when we wanna make a boundary or a stop. And that was everything for the red color. Thank you guys for being here at Try Me. If you find this video interesting, please like, share, subscribe, write me a comment below. I'm going to make videos for each color. Thank you. Bye-bye.